What up, what up, what up, Facebook? Hey, honey. Happy Friday night. And happy summer solstice. I'm getting this all set up. I'm looking down on my laptop and I'm sharing this around. Stay tuned. We're going to have another amazing experience. If you're new to me and you're watching the playback, let me know you're watching the playback. Say hello, I'm New Val. And if you're an old timer Valtopian, say old school. Let me know you're here. Happy Friday night. All right, let me share this puppy. And you can share too. How are you? Hey, Wendy. Hey, Shauna. There she is. I'm going to share in my free group, Valtopia. You come on in, Valtopia, if you haven't already. It's free. It's a beautiful community, and we're growing. I don't know why I put this house music on, but it felt like fun. Good stuff, right? All right, I'm sharing in my timeline. Get the crew going. We are going to do a summer solstice reading. Hey, Erica, how are you? And, you know, we always move energy when we get together. Who knows what's going to happen tonight? You never know. You really don't. Right? Say hello. Let me know you're here. Tell me what's going on. Hey, Shauna! All right. It's been a quiet day on the internet. I think everybody is chilling today. What do you think? Hey, Takia, what up, honey? Oh yeah, let me share this into the reboot so we get our rebooters on. And Shauna is here with me. Reboot you, baby. That's right. Let's do the reboot tonight, like a little pre-boot in here. And you know what? Shauna is going to come on with me today. I'm so excited. All right. Share around. Say hello. Okay. Let's see if we can get one more. All right. Yeah. What's happening, Takia? How's your life? What's happening? All right, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. And then, there we go. Okay. Yay. And invite some friends. This is fun. Honey. All right, I think I'm done sharing and doing the do. What's going on, everybody? It's unfolding beautifully, isn't it? Say hello. Let me know you're here. Tell me what's happening. Tell me how you're doing on this summer solstice and all the shifting planetary action. And, you know, I'll tell you where I am. I'm good. I'm good. I am experiencing so much change and diving deeper into manifestation and money creation and expanding my vision for my own dreams and what I desire to do, be, and manifest. And it's coming in, honey. So it's coming in because I have a healthy lifestyle. So I want to do a special reading for this summer solstice energy. And then if there's anybody new who has never had a reading, I'll tune in with you, or if there's just a few of us. And then what we're going to do is, or maybe we should just go ahead and, Shauna, should we do a group reading together? Like you have your tarot cards and I have my cards, and we just do this is the collective read. So Shauna is one of my current high-level clients. She's got the 90-day all-access pass. She's fabulous. She's highly intuitive, and she's a therapist, and she is waking up all of her being and following her dreams and moving bravely into places where she hadn't let herself be before. And alignment is activation. Alignment is where the money and the love and the expansion comes from. And alignment is the number one thing that happens to my clients. Because when you feel good in your body and you can feel the energy of what you're creating and quit like feeling all the shit that you don't want, that's when stuff starts to change. And of course, then we get to work on bad habits and mindset and all the good stuff to keep it going. You still read some stuff out of your Tarot book. Yeah. So can I invite you to come on? Should we go ahead and do it? Oh, I don't know if I can. Are you on your iPhone? You have to be on your iPhone to... Oh yeah, I can do. Add, allow your, okay, add. I'm adding you. I'm adding you on. This is fun. You guys share this. Shauna's so beautiful. I want her story to be shared. I'm gonna turn this down. Yes, honey. Takia. Let me turn this down. Hi, Mia. Welcome. Welcome to Valtopia. We're chilling on a Friday night. There she is. Yay, Shauna. We're chilling on a Friday night. We're bringing through wisdom of the solstice. How are you?
I'm good. I've been doing a lot of journaling and hanging out and doing my cocooning for the solstice, so I'm good.
Did you have some messages coming through from your wisdom and your oracleness?
Just to get some of my shit together with my finances.
I love it. I love it. And is it something you would have done like a month ago or something?
Nope, I've been afraid of my finances my whole life, so nope. Definitely would not have done it a month ago.
Yeah. Yeah. And what do you think? Like, tell me about your journey. Like, I know we're like usually we're bantering back and forth in Messenger and cracking jokes, and I want to keep
Mm-hmm.
that energy, and I want people to know like what you've done, like how you've shifted, because that's the big thing. People are afraid, just like you were, to invest
Yep.
in something that is gonna bring you into places you've always wanted to go, but you're like, well, I don't know if that's really true, or like tell us a little bit of your
Right.
experience. I'm gonna turn this music off so it's not noisy back in there. Tell us about it.
Right. So I wrote this the other day and Val, you posted this, but um I've been doing some of my own inner work for quite some time, as a therapist or healer, it's good to do your own work first before you help others. So I've been doing a lot of my own work for some time. I don't even know how I came across you, Val, but of course it's all divine, right? Everybody says that, right? I don't know how I found you, but I did. Um, and so I found you, and I'm not sure, um, I think, like I said, how I wrote the other day, I just started watching some of the live stuff, and things just started really hitting me like, oh, like you could back yourself if you wanted to. Like you could have a life that was lit up and on fire if you wanted to, instead of feeling stuck and feeling like you're not going anywhere, or feeling like you're working your ass off, but just kind of doing the same old shit every day. That's how I was feeling for a long time, just like I was working super hard and I was maybe learning some new stuff about myself and really helping clients, but I wasn't feeling like I'm going anywhere. I wasn't feeling lit up or excited about my life. And I wanted that. I wanted that. And what's cool is even um when I spent, I think I did the $22 Abundance Awakening, I was like, well, this is bullshit. I'm not getting anything. Like, this is dumb. And I think 4 days later, my boss told me, oh, well, we can offer you money to do this, and we can offer you money to do this, and here's money to do this. And I was like, oh, know what? Maybe there is something going on there. Um,
So
and then
watch
just more and more, I just started. Oh, sorry, go ahead. What was that?
when you watched the Abundance Awakening, you didn't feel anything or experience anything at all?
Well, I think I did. I think part of it is that I was um I think so. I come from my own like environment and background is very like very fear-based, right? Very like people in so I come from a Jewish family, Jewish heritage, right? People who are very anxiety and neurotic driven, right? We're very much like I need to hold on to whatever I have because it's going to be taken away from me, like could be taken away from me in an instant.
Yes.
So for me, like it didn't even matter. Like I wasn't even able to acknowledge anything.
Yeah.
Even if something was happening for me, probably something was happening for me while I was watching the Abundance Awakening, but I just remember feeling like, oh, well, I know all this stuff already. Like,
Yeah.
why did I do this? Right? But then it was funny because then the 3 days later was like, oh, here are several opportunities that are literally tangible in front of you, showing you what could be yours, you could manifest, right? And I think that for me, it was important that Divine sent it that way, where it was tangible. Otherwise, I wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that as I continue to invest more and work more with Val and work with you, then I've been able to feel things and know things in my body as well, and not just needing to see the tangible stuff. Um,
That's huge.
because it's not like
That's the trust.
yeah, well, and it's not like my life is so bad either, you know what I mean? Like it's not like things physically out here are so terrible. Like I got some stuff together, it's just not exciting. It's just not what I want. Like I want to feel lit up like you talk about, you know? And so and that comes from the inside, which is what I'm doing now, right? Is getting lit up inside, which then is going to create even more outside. So I'm excited for that.
Hey, Amy. Hey, Allie. Hey, Stacy. I love it. So we're here. We're talking with Shauna today. Shauna's my current client that is experiencing a huge shift from being afraid to drop $22 on my Abundance Awakening to being my one-on-one I love client. And like your life, tell us what's happening now that you trust yourself and you're seeing,
Mm-hmm.
you are seeing some evidence, so that helps you relax and then have bigger vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where are you now?
Yeah. Yeah, so now I think it's been a couple months, Val, since I've been working with you now, and um, I'm making plans to quit my job and as a therapist, even though I don't have a plan, because it no longer aligns with my values and who I want to be. Even though I have no clue what I'm gonna do, I feel comfortable in that I know that I'm going to be able to provide for myself. This is not something that I would have done ever in my life, or I would have laughed at people who say that. You know what I mean? Like in my family, you have a plan, and now I'm like, well, I'm gonna figure it out. Like the universe has my back, I have my back, and it's gonna get figured out. Um, I had been a cigarette smoker for like over a decade, and now I have quit for over a month and a half, so that's awesome.
Right there.
I get to save money that way.
Oh my God. That is like life saving. That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Wow. And how was that quitting? Like how like was it hard to quit, or you just want to get in alignment, don't you? You just
No.
love yourself.
Hmm. Yeah, it's so funny because so I work with clients who like in a I work in a group where I work with people who have addictive tendencies like uh drug and alcohol stuff, and I told them, I was like, you guys, I quit smoking and it was so easy because I know what I want for my life, and I know that buying cigarettes and giving myself asthma because that's what it's doing and causing me problems is not in line with what I want to be doing in my life. And I don't think about it like at all. Or when it does cross my mind, I'm like, okay, well, is that really in line with what you want? Or I can ask myself like, oh, are you feeling bored? Okay, so can you go take a deep breath about that instead? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you have such a deeper
mm-hmm.
sense of awareness and choice, it feels like.
Yep.
Yeah, love it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I've had several clients like stop pills and medication and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
it's nothing that they ever even bring up to me. It's just, they just come to me and they're like, I quit my stuff. And I'm like, oh, interesting. And then it's like, it's done. I'm done with it. So that's awesome. I love it.
Yep. And I did that too. I quit my meds too. And I told my therapist this, and you know she was like, oh, are you sure? Like, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm sure, because I know that like there are going to be some tough stuff like that I'm going to feel. And I also know that I believe in myself enough to know that I will get through it. Like, I guess I really feel like there isn't anything that I'm not going to be able to handle, which, I think a while ago I may have said that. I would have said that to people like, oh, yeah, I can handle anything. But I did not believe that. I did not believe it at all.
Yeah.
Like, mm-mm. And I really do. I really do believe that.
Yeah,
So,
that's huge. That's huge.
yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
that feeling of certainty and trust. That's everything in your energy. And so, do you find stuff is coming in for you, or because you're having that level of certainty? I know you're in a place of evolving a lot, so sometimes we get we have different places. Like you're up leveling and integrating in all these different areas right now. So it feels like after the reboot, we're gonna get to another level of creation together. I love it. I love doing this work.
Right.
We have fun too, right? It's never
Right.
that hard or
Yes.
it's fun. We're having fun together, but we do get into. You can ask me anything and share anything, and then I'm always guiding you back to yourself, right? So I love it. Allie says, feel the same shifts going from saying I believe to actually believing. Yay! Hi, Kirsty.
Yay!
Awesome. Well, before we start reading some cards and having fun with the solstice reading that we're going to co-read together, right? Is that what we're going to do? Do you have your card?
Sure.
So, and what else would you like? Do you want to share anything else about this or the reboot, or do you want to say anything to people watching the replay, the playback, or whatever before we get into it?
Yeah, I guess, I was so scared. I've been so scared of money my entire life that I just and I keep commenting on a lot of Val's posts and just saying, I really urge people that if you feel at all pulled to doing the reboot, even if you're like, oh my God, I'm so scared, I don't have the money, or I'm afraid of spending that money, just reach out to Val. Like, I think that's kind of, I think talking with you is what led me, was talking through that and being able to talk through that and be like, oh, it is your fear, and it is your fear of not being able or willing to back yourself. It's not even about the money in the end. For me, it wasn't. I don't know. It really wasn't. It never really is. So I just encourage people, like, yeah. So I just encourage people, please do yourself a favor, do the community around you a favor, and reach out to Val, because we need you. We need you to bring out your light and get out here and do what you need to do. So that's what I got to say.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. I know that's the part that people think it is about, well, when I have the time and when I have the money and when my controlling husband lets me and when I can. And really what you're investing in is this level of certainty and access to your own limitless potential that lets you do so much more than you ever thought you could. Like, you don't see your own limits here in that place. And so I guess we just want to keep encouraging whoever's watching that feels like they wish they could do the reboot. I had several people say to me, I wish I could, or they asked about it and then they just sort of disappeared when I sent the link. I guess they got overwhelmed by the price or whatever. They just that gif where Homer slips back into the hedge. I mean, it was kind of like that, like, and I just feel like, well, they'll come when they're ready, and I wish they felt ready to back themselves and discover what's there. And I think that's what people are scared of. They're scared to find out what's there, and like you were afraid to back. You didn't quite trust yourself yet.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, what does Nelson say here? Something about, I think he's being silly, something about Boston Dance. All right, so let's get started and tune into this this energy, and whoever's watching the playback, please let me know you're watching the playback. We're gonna do a reading together and see what is coming in this solstice energy. So I'm gonna start, you can start shuffling, and we can take turns. And then we'll do, we'll just go with it. So I'm going to tune into the collective energy today. And yesterday I did a reading for those of us that are going to be in the reboot, that are going to join the reboot, and we're going to have have a few people in the reboot, and I'm still sign up. And the next person that signs up is going to receive a 20-minute virtual reading that I send you, where I tune into your energy, I tune into your chakras. It's a really great way to get started in the reboot and have some personal attention. And you get all the materials on the website, and you can do it with us. I'm going to be in the Facebook group live tomorrow, reading. There's just a few of us. It's going to be so good. It is so good. Hi, Janet. Welcome. So, so the first thing that you want to do in this energy, as we're going into this, is to tune into what you really desire. And I want you to tune into what you desire. And if you feel like you can't even claim that, or if you're claiming it and it feels too big, I want you to hold that energy of what's available. Mia says, what is it? And I want to sign up for a private reading with you. Look in the comments, Mia, and you can see, I think I put it in the comment above. It's a great experience of, it's a clearing, it's an activation, and a regeneration. And it's a process of finding your own best daily reader. So we're going to be grounding, centering. I'm tuning into the channel. I can feel where you're blocked. We can tune where your behavior patterns, and that is holding you back. We're going to tune into what's been going on up until now, and shift the pattern so that you can have a completely different outcome. So yes, that's there isn't there. Oh. So we are going to be basically claiming our energy, learning to discern our own from others, be able to write in our journal, speak into creation, and be who we need to be. And like Sean said, like we're living in a life that feels like Groundhog Day, longing for more, and wondering why we're not coming. You're not aware of yourself, tuning in. There's saying out loud, or like a so what do you have?
Okay, so I don't know how to work this very well. Maybe I'll just show you. Can you see there?
Yes, show us your.
Can you see that?
Yes, and Mia, I'll give you a link here.
Okay.
Oh, those are such cool cards.
So, oh, by the way, this deck is from, what is this? Mystic Mondays. It's awesome. It's so pretty. Look at that.
I love it.
So we got Justice, Two of Wands, and Knight of Swords. And in this one of the highlights of Justice is fairness. And I really feel like this is about being fair to ourselves.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people have a lot of difficulty with bringing justice and being fair to themselves. So doing that. Two of Wands, really being able to maybe explore what it's like to be fair to yourself. For a lot of us, we don't know how to do that, so maybe doing that in the reboot. And then Knight of Swords. Oh, I forgot already what that said. I'm still trying to learn this stuff. Knight of Swords. Oh, intense focus. Oh, yeah. So that's where we're already at. We don't need to learn how to do that. Getting out of intense focus. That's one thing I'm learning too, is analyzing and learning about all of your patterns and continuing to think about that is not going to get you anywhere.
Exactly.
No. Not helpful.
You need to figure it all out. Just move the energy, shift the energy, right? Yeah, I love it.
Right.
Don't go down that spiral, the analyze spiral.
Right. And that's something that's changed too, I think, is that I forget if I was saying this to you, Val, is that people make fun of me because of how analytical I am. They're like, oh, you're going to go think about it. Like, that would be a joke. Like, I'm going to go think about this later. Like, I'd be having a conversation with somebody, and I'm going to go think about it. And now now I realize, like, this is not necessary. It's not helpful. What is helpful is if I am quiet and I go to my body and I listen to my body, and it will come. I don't need to know the how or the why, right? I don't need to sit here and think about how it's going to come. Like, it is going to come. It is going to happen.
I love it. You are so like on it. I love it. Okay, Shauna's going to be teaching a manifestation course right around the corner here. Got it all down. Boss, bitch. Shauna did my first. She did abundance, and then we did what, a 5-day messenger. And there's another lady in there.
Yep.
And then we did the 10-day boss bitch boundaries, and that was really like, by then you had, you know, by then you were 21 days in, and that's when what it takes to shift out of bad habits and change yourself, right? And then now you have another 20, like you're getting that constant cycle of really reinforcing the new behaviors. That's why you're shifting so rapidly. So good.
Yep.
Okay, whose throat chakra? Is that your throat chakra? I feel right here. Whose throat chakra?
I have some throat chakra going on. Could be me.
Or are you just feeling something?
What's that?
Are you picking up on someone, or are you feeling, is something activating? You don't know?
I'm not sure. I'm still having a hard time knowing that part. I think that's maybe what's next to come is figure. And that's another thing, right? Is I've been so empathic my entire life is I pick up on everybody else's shit and I don't know the difference between what's ours, yours, and mine. And so now I think the focus is what is mine. So I don't know whoever's throw energy, if it's mine or somebody else's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yet.
We'll get into that in the reboot and begin to about the ways we discern our own energy versus others, and the rituals and practices, the daily process of the reboot that lets you feel your own self else out. And then when you do engage with others, you do know the difference. And also what happens is you up level your standards of being and your way of being to where the old way that was all constricted and you were all like here and there and everywhere is like jarring, and you're like, oh no, I am choosing better state now because it feels natural to me now. So that's coming too. I love it. Yay, all the hearts, Allie. Look at these cards. Balance, potential, and center. Okay? So I love that. Mia says, it may be me. I'm fighting against speaking up to say, I want what you have to help others as well. There's fear. I can feel it. It's natural to feel fear. We've all been cultured and trained to believe a certain things, and we're disrupting that story. So, you know, I'm a nice lady. So is Shauna. Like, we're good girls in the end, but inside of us, we feel that rebel because we've been born to come here and change the status quo. And we may look like nice little ladies. We're fucking spiritual revolutionaries. We're super powerful because we believe in ourselves and we believe in what's intrinsically coming through us. So your fear is natural. The mind wants to protect you, protect your being, and keep you exactly where you are. And the only way beyond that is what, Shauna? The only way beyond that fear is to do what?
It is fuck that.
Yeah,
So fuck that. Fuck that and get into your body.
Yeah. Yeah. And do the thing that's going to change you to a deeper awareness of yourself and what you know, the certainty and the self-compassion that Shauna's talking about that she's feeling now, and how that's just changing her moments and days and choices and making brave choices despite the fear, because she knows that she's in alignment with her own guide panel and information system. We all have one. And we were taught that we were to do what everybody else told us. We were taught that we had to do research. We were taught that we had to, you know, overanalyze everything and hold on to what we have. Whatever our culture is, we all have different stories. And I have the one side of the family that's from the Jewish, you know, had to flee Russia and Poland. And then the other side of the family, well, they went through the Depression. And so there's a lot of scarcity that I've had to work through, and I'm still breaking through some of it. To trust in this mode of creation. It's a creationary being. So, Allie's heart chakra's opening. So Mia, how does that feel when you hear us speaking about taking a step towards backing yourself, even when you're afraid. At times it feels like it comes from past lives, because I feel like, yeah, well, it's probably your throat that Tom and I are picking up on. All of my people have witchy backgrounds in their past lives. I don't need to. I've studied how to guide you through past life regenerate, what's called retrieval. I've studied how to ask you, guide you through your own past life release. And I do energy work that clears it. That's why Sean is open now. Like, we ripped that shit off in the first experience. Yeah, your throat is tight because you're responding to a higher resonance and a higher frequency of being, where that's no longer acceptable for that to be closed off. And I always activate your tight throats, because I'm here to clear the witch shit. I'm here to clear that past life stuff. And I did a clearing the other day for free called Money Loves Me. And I had a woman who was kind of sick for 48 hours afterwards, because she experienced such an amazing clearing and from my presence. So when we get into connection, soul connection, virtual connection with others who are soul family, or who are reflecting back to us something that we desire, because we know that's us, our chakras, our energy centers will respond to tell us, hey, this is changing, this is responding, we want to fix this, this isn't something we want anymore, and we'll clear this. Mia, we can clear this right now. Should I do a tone? I don't have my crystal here. I got to bring my crystal, but I always think that the crystal activates it more powerfully. So Mia, have you ever heard any tone or light language? And tell me what you feel when we do this toning. I feel like I want to go get my my crystal. Mia says, I just got an emotional response when you said you could clear me and boost me. I'm where I need to be. I'm ready to start working with you. Yes, honey. Yes. I love it. Let's do a tone to open this up, so your mind can feel the power of your own ability to regulate your energy and to feel what it's like to be in higher resonance with yourself. Allie says, yeah, as a result of releasing fear and outside control, I'm having digestive problems. It's normal reactions to spiritual healing. Yeah, we finally begin to we're actually releasing matter from our body, whether it's snot. I used to have terrible sinus reactions through all the theta healing that I did for a while. And then I've recently had some serious gut releases from some deep tissue massage and deep spiritual release. Our body holds on to stuff, and when we let it go, we let it go. And it's good. Bye, Felicia. We don't need to hold on to it. We are constantly evolving. And the more we let ourselves resonate with our highest frequency and laugh and connect in with our dreams and live in communities and connect, and I provide containers all the time where you can pay some money or a lot of money to allow yourself to resonate at your highest frequency and choose your dreams, choose the being that's calling you, and allow this, like, we're having a good time here because we're choosing. Now, is it all fun and games? Well, it depends on how misaligned you are. I had to go through a divorce and have some months where I didn't know where my money was coming from. And, it's still not all like peachy keen. I'm still growing and expanding and investing and pushing myself beyond my comfort zone and allowing myself to believe in things that aren't here yet. But I'm like Shauna now. I trust and back in and believe in myself, and know that I'm creating with others who can feel and my leadership and my presence, my leadership of myself first, and then my clients, my family, my beingness. So what's happening behind the scenes is pretty much what you're seeing up in the front of the scenes. Integrity with my divine direction and fitness and love and compassion. Am I perfect? Hell no. Has it been hard for me? Yes. Is it still hard for me? Oh, yes. But it's a different experience than the one I was living a few years ago, where I thought my life was over and I didn't know how I was going to get through. And I had somebody bossing me and controlling me all the time. And I was letting that happen. And even my kids were starting to treat me like that. And I was seeing myself just shut down. Me! this vibrant, fabulous being that lights people up every day. Every day, you guys, I get testimonials from people almost every single day, whether it's from free live streams or paid clients, that they're back to themselves and they feel more like themselves now. And they're helping so many other people. You that have this desire to help others, you got to help yourself first, and then you will just ripple out in abundance from it. But you got to take care of this witchy tightness, this old life stuff, this inner child, and we get it done. It just goes energetically, and then we work on the bad behaviors and the bad habits and the mindset. And that's where, when you work one-on-one or do one of these longer programs, you're gonna have a better chance of really solidifying into a new energy, and then another one, and then another, and we just keep the work that you did up until now. You'll be doing it again when you're making $1 million. It's the same work. It just keeps shifting as we get to know ourselves better. So let me read these comments. Allie says, plus the intensity of any particular shift. When you make one huge shift, it can hurt like hell. Little shifts aren't so noticeable. So that is your experience. And then you got to know that you get to change it. You get to change it. You get to decide like how it's going to be. I've been shifting how I manifest and up level along the way, because I used to get sick on everyone. I don't need that anymore. And I'm trusting a lot more, and things are happening more rapidly and more beautifully as I learn more about myself and what I desire. Mia says, I'm laughing my ass off. I just went through divorce and went through a few months of not having a clue how I was going to make it. See, Mia knows she's taken that first big step. So, I would love for you to be in the reboot. Do you know what this reboot topic is, Mia? Phoenix Life, Phoenix Rising. Each and every one of us in this reboot has rebirthed from a place that just, it wasn't us. We weren't being ourselves, and we weren't allowing ourselves to expand into our edges much far beyond where we'd let ourselves become stagnant and contracted and fearful. And we're powerful creators. So when we be in that space, we create some shit. And so we shift that shit and create some beautiful stuff when we shift it. So I love it. I feel like
Shift the shit.
shift that shit, baby. That was one of my friends was going to use that as her slogan. She's not my friend anymore, though. She kind of disappeared. So it happens. It happens. As you shift, you got to let some people go. And they might want to let you go.
Yep.
They might not like how you're changing. That's to them, you get to stay in your own lane and be who you are, and people will come and go. I'm not saying it's not painful or uncomfortable. My human being is like, what did I do? And then I have to look at, it is this, and allow. Today in the sauna at the gym, I was crying in the sauna doing my I love you, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you. Hey Ryan, how are you? Happy Friday night. Mia says, I'm a Scorpio, doll. The Phoenix rebirth is my thing. I bet you have. Well, so have we, Mia.
Yeah.
Ready to come in the reboot. She is. Look, there's an expectation here. Expectation. Now, I was studying some money stuff with my new coach today, and what we want to do is clear out all these fears and hesitations and anxieties and allow ourselves to come into a place where the expectation of what felt really weird and scary and too big at first is starting to feel pretty fucking normal. So it's coming. Just like you are with your, when you first said, I think I'm going to quit my job, freaked you out. And now you're like, no, I'm doing this. Right? Like, I know what I'm doing. Right? And that's the work that you've been doing. Looking at the fears, talking to your family, letting them have their reaction, owning your own desires, talking to me in Messenger. What about this? So, right?
I'm getting to have my meltdowns. Yep.
Yeah. That stuff, right? And so, and like the audios that we have, it helps too, right? Like the clearings and the audios that you get to listen to. Allie says, oh my God, I love when scary next level thought becomes normalized. I know, like when you reach that next level, in this last level that I'm going through, and I really was much more conscious than I've ever been. I actually felt my energy rising, and my ears start to pop. My ears start to pop when I'm doing it. Has that ever happened to you? Like, it's almost like you're going up higher. It's like I have to normalize it because my ears start popping. It's that fast. Love it. All right, so this is so fun. So I want to pull from some more card decks and see what else is coming through. Do you want to do another? Do you want to do like a reboot reading, Shauna? Like what is your intention coming through for the reboot? What cards are you getting? Like after on the other, we're Saturday, Sunday, Monday. By Tuesday, what is Shauna's reading? Isn't that fun? You want to do that?
Oh, I did a reading earlier, and it was so funny because I pulled some cards. So the theme is your fear, find your flow, and basically that's what the card. They said,
I
know, let go of this inner conflict that you have with yourself and where you're aligning to, where divine, where your higher self, whatever you want to call it, where that's trying to bring you to align. Get out of your way and let this new stuff come into your life. Let creativity and passion and the things that you want to work on in it was so perfect. It was great. It was hilarious because that's how it works all the
I
time.
love it. Mia wants to go sign up but doesn't want to miss it. Sign up right now while you're on, right? If she like I did that with you, right? I was like, are you afraid? Let's do it right now while we're together so that you have it lined up and you wake up tomorrow and you're like, I'm in, because we're starting tomorrow and I'm gonna probably come in this evening and do some reading. So Mia, sign up right now and I'll pull some cards for you. I want to see the little thing pop.
Yay!
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yay! Yay, Mia!
Okay, so we have the friendship card coming up, which yay. And that's the thing about these virtual containers is you guys do get to know each other. Leslie's here. Leslie's in the reboot. Sherry wants us.
Hi!
Okay, Sherry, share this live stream and have a look at my link for the reboot we've been talking about. I want you to go back and see the beginning. So we're going to read Mia while she's going and signing up for the reboot. We're having some fun here. And Mia, if you're the next one to sign up, I get to do the 20-minute virtual reading for you, right? Did I do those for you yet? I did, right? For you, Shauna, did you have those as part of?
I think, yes.
Yeah, and so
I think with the boss bitch boundaries.
Right. So, I tune in your energy and I shifted, and you get like kind of a view of where you are right now in your energy and what you need to work on or what's calling you. It's a really powerful tool to assist. So I'd love for you to get that. Mia says, hey, Val, or everyone, lions keep coming at me in signs. Do you have an idea on that? Somebody was saying something about lions yesterday. What weren't they? It's courage. Lion is courage, right? That it is in my head.
Or strength, yeah.
Yeah. So, and strength, right? Courage and strength. So go get it, Mia. We'll be right here. When you come back on, tell me you've signed up and I'll do your reading. This is fun. Friday night in Valtopia. Oh, so for my thing, I know people do coaching and do these containers. Well, I'm a rock star. So when we do ours, I like to sing a theme song for you guys. So there is a theme song for the Fight the Fear, Find Your Flow. It goes like this. Fight the fear and find your flow. Fight the fear and find your flow. I can never get that high note, but that's all right. So that's the idea. Like let it go up into that higher register where you're not quite sure if you're going to hit it, and feel the expansion of your throat and your chest and your breath and yourself like leaping into the air. Like, yeah, I'm not like the worst feeling. The reason we get depressed and anxious and stuck in Groundhog Day is because we let ourselves down. We let ourselves down. Right? We know what we're being called to, and we hear ourselves. And then we stick our head in the sand, right? We stick our head in the sand, and then we know, oh, my ear is ringing. We know we stick our head in the sand, and then that's what makes us feel like shit, is that we didn't do what we promised ourselves. And so we have that sinking feeling like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna be here in a month. What if I'm here in a year? What if this is the major, most amazing thing that's gonna change your whole life because you finally decided not to let yourself do that again, and you're picking something to guide you in a community that's gonna guide you back to every day waking up and choosing yourself and everyone, and not being like 60% of yourself and wondering why life sucks and hanging around with the people that sit around and bitch about how bad life sucks and being just normal and holding on to normalcy like that's all there is available, when really your soul's calling you to your normal, which is totally different than anyone else, and you're allowed to explore that and be it, right? Mia says, Kayla, I love myself enough to go do this. Yes, I love it. I love it.
Yay!
Hey, yeah, this is so good. So, Allie saw the lion during Money Loves Me. Allie, you were calling in Mia. Allie, I wish you could be in the reading too, but I know you just did the Abundance Awakening. Can you tell us what you experienced in the Abundance Awakening? I know you commented a little bit. Ooh, this is popping, isn't it? This throat chakra. Is that still you, or is that Mia as she pays her bill and feels scared and excited all at
I got somebody. I don't know who it is, but it's going.
right?
Almost the whole time I've been sitting here, I got throat chakra clearing the whole
Oh,
time.
Mia's
So
afraid that she didn't know it costed so much. So this is what happened to me too. Well, it's actually the cost of one, and it's a beautiful experience. Oh, Mia's blah, blah, blah. So Mia, I invite you to explore it. If you can't do that, go sign up for the Abundance Awakening so you can open up just like Shauna did. Shauna started with the Abundance Awakening. It's $22. Let me put that in the comments. Oh, I wanted Mia to come in there. We were so excited.
come on, Mia.
I know. You can do it. It'll change your whole life. But she says she doesn't have it. Do you have a credit card? I'm not trying to put, that's what I did for my first class. And I woke up in the night sweating because I'd spent $100 and was so scared that I'd spent that $100, and it changed my whole life. And now I have a different. So I'm putting a link for the Abundance Awakening so that if anybody watches this and gets all fired up and wants to join and then realizes they don't want to spend $444 on 3 days plus, that will change your whole experience of life and way of being, and probably bring in a lot more money to you and people, and shift your pattern of being and allow you to clear the witchy stuff that's keeping your throat tight and from speaking your truth and from letting abundance and money come in. Then you get to do the Abundance Awakening, which is a clearing as well. And it's 2 hours of me explaining a lot of this stuff from another perspective than you've probably ever known. Or even if you, like Shauna was like, I know this stuff. But then after a few days of being her, cleared in her chakras and stuff, she started receiving and seeing the evidence of her own ability to shift her energy in receiving. So, all right, Mia. Well, we're glad to meet you. And we're welcome to the Valtopia sphere. Allie said, I experienced a few things. You helped me release some of my fears of judgment while on my way to being a famous singer, and helped me leave the universe alone while it delivers me my manifestations. Yes! Don't keep mucking in there. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. Don't keep mucking in there with a feeling of it's all on you. What's on you is to take care of you and to feel clear in your desires, and then take inspired action from that place of clarity. So if you feel confused, disconnected, unsure, you don't know how, you think you can't, we've got to clear all that energy out, because otherwise that's exactly what you're going to keep getting. More and more of that. So we clear all that anxiety, doubt, repression, obligation, fear, and we turn into a place of, yes, I can, and yes, I do, and yes, I will, and yes, I am. So there it is. Okay, yeah, Mia, build your credit, do it, come on in. All right, so it just says Allie made a comment, but I don't see it on here. Well, happy Friday night. I was going to read for, is whoever asked for a reading, let's see. Sherry, are you still on the live stream? Look at me, I'm getting hot, a little bit hot. Channeling with these. Oh, Mia, don't be bummed. Be excited that this is a sign that you can that this exists, that these opportunities and this illumination exists for you. And I have hundreds of videos on YouTube and here on Facebook that are free, where you can watch me go from my divorce to where I'm sitting here right now, where I run a virtual business that have international clients. I do my own schedule. I make up everything from myself. I decide whatever is going to happen. And I help people every day to feel aligned and awakened in their own being. So it exists. I'm not the only one doing this. I'm in a network of powerful women who are making millions of dollars, rising up from nothing, right? When you sign up, Mia, for the other thing, you get an offering for a reading at a special price. So sign up for the Abundance Awakening, and then you'll see the special reading. And I'll pull a card for you right now. And Dawn, please share the live stream. And this is fun having you on, Shauna. Yay! I feel like I need to turn the music back up a little bit. Let's see if we can. So don't be bummed if you know, I've had a couple people in the last few days get all fired up and then they go, look, I don't know what you guys think these courses cost, but I'm like wondering where people's sense of what it takes to put these experiences together and market them and promote them and put the material and you know. So if it's a
and you guys, the cost of coming back to yourself, I mean, what you want to ask yourself is, how much are you willing to pay to know that you get to be who you are and who you want to be? How much are you willing to pay? What are you willing to give up, right? And when we say, like I was afraid to pay $22 because I didn't think I cost $22. So you guys are saying I don't cost $444. Well, you do. You are so much more worth than that, and you'll find that out maybe in another day. Maybe not today.
Yeah. I had the same experience. Like when I invested in the first course, I felt so much shame, even up until a few months ago, about investing in my own growth, because we're not taught that that's a viable thing. When our life can exponentially transform and be something totally different when we allow it, you know, when we allow it. It's just this training that we have on what's okay to do and what's not okay to do. And what we're doing in these experiences is wiping away everybody else's idea of what that is and learning what you really think. And when you go into that mode, everything changes. It's a completely different experience.
Yep.
Mia says it's just a place of not being knowledgeable about what it takes. What does that mean? I was just trying to understand. And Dawn wants a reading. She shared the live stream, I'm sure. And I think the other lady who wanted a reading is gone. Sherry, maybe. And here's the thing about these readings is I do these because I know that many of you ask for these readings, and it's amusing and it feels comforting. And when I get to connect with you, I get to know you. And I know that you're looking for answers outside of yourself. And the work that I'm going to do when I reach you is bring you back to your own wisdom and your own connection. But our connection in these readings is about us getting to know each other here in this forum, so that you can decide, do you want to go forward in the Valtopia sphere? Do you want to learn to manage your energy from a mastery standpoint of your own divine being guiding you, rather than going around from reading to reading and free thing to free thing and thinking it's all outside of you? What do you watch, the tarot readers or something, and getting
Oh my God. I have an addiction to watching the YouTube tarot people, but what's funny is that most of the time it's just really validating what I'm already doing. So it doesn't even make any sense why I'm watching. I guess it's still amazing to me how all these people are like, oh, this weekend go and regenerate and rest. And I'm like, I'm already doing that. Thank you for telling me. But yeah, it's hilarious.
I love it. So Mia says, now that I know about your courses, I can put the energy to manifest that amount. Yes, you will be ready for them. Yes, you will.
Yeah.
And I'm here. I'm 4 years in. I'm doing this. I'm completely dedicated. I love the content. And all the content's getting recorded and put on membership sites for posterity. So if there's something you see go by and you're like, I wanted that, it's there. And I mean, some of the things are in the moment and you miss it, and some of them, they're there for posterity. Mia says, Dawn says, very true. Mia says, my comment about being unknowledgeable is what it takes to put together these events and why it costs so much. The idea of what costs so much is relative. It's relative. And yes, it does. It takes a lot of money for me to run everything about this business. And I put a lot of my own money on the line to make it happen. And it's taken a lot of my generosity of my time, money, and being on the front end before it started to balance out to where my time is being compensated and I'm actually getting paid. I was getting paid in every other way than money, for sure, right? I'm becoming who I am. I'm learning about my gifts. Every day I wake up to testimonials from beautiful people that I've had some clients who were like, didn't want to be on the planet, and now they do. Or they've had terrible childhoods and trauma, and they get to release that and feel beautiful about themselves and live a peaceful experience. All of that is worth everything to me, and my relationship with my kids and my ability to heal and generate my kids and to be able to make money from nothing now. I mean, that's what I'm working on right now, is really learning the deepest levels of money manifestation, love manifestation, all the things that, me too, I'm 48. For most of my life, I thought I wasn't allowed to have that stuff either. I thought I was allowed to come out to Hollywood and make it in film, so I did. I thought I was allowed to be an amazing artist and get invited around the world with some of my artwork. I did, but I didn't really think I was allowed, to have love all the way. I thought I had to compromise. I thought I had to accept things that my soul knew were right. I thought that I had to settle for a certain way of living that inside didn't feel aligned to me. And now I'm learning that I can keep evolving that and keep looking at it every day. And every day I look at it from a place of connection and compassion. So Allie says, I'm not sure if my last comment broke or what, but I said, I even received a band member yesterday for a band idea I've had in my head for a year. Yay!
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what it is that happens when we do this energy release and activation, but things open, and then you get into your own inspiration, and then you're able to connect to the quantum sphere where stuff happens. And that's why it can feel so scary to spend a few $100s on yourself, but you're actually investing in your own belief and energy and momentum and creation. And that can be hard to understand at first.
Yeah.
So the Abundance Awakening explains a lot of that stuff and provides a clearing and an activation. I'm very generous at every level. I want people to wake up. I want us to connect at higher and higher levels of resonance and support more and more people. And I'm a savvy businesswoman. I'm running a business, and we have tiers of access, and I've got from free to $22 to $200 to $400 to $2,000 to now $15,000. You see? It's all, and the people that would pay at $15,000 are paying for something that at the 3,000, they're paying for me to go and reboot before and after their experience, and to bring it into a whole nother level of clarity and connection. And that's me believing in myself. So it is a blue lamp.
Yeah.
Veronica. Hi, Veronica. Welcome. Thank you, Dawn. Okay, so let's pull a card for Mia, because she's been through this journey with us tonight, right? Do you want Shauna to pull you a card too, Mia? I'm like putting you on the spot here. And come into Valtopia, the free group, because I think we'll do some more fun stuff like this. So look at this, Mia. You have a knowing. You have clear cognizance. If you feel like a feeling in the top of your crown, or maybe you might just know things and be wondering what your gift is, and your gift is that you actually already know stuff. Shauna, you experienced that too, right? Didn't you? Like, when we actually talked about your awareness, you were like, oh, yeah, you already know that stuff, right? Excuse me, I'm clear.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we take for granted what we observe, and think everybody has the same awareness and observation and perception that we do. And they don't. Everybody's different. And so your knowing and understanding and hearing and tones you hear and signs you see and your level of ability to tune into that and shut out other people and know that, well, this is for me. This is me. That's what shifts the game in terms of being in tune and your gifts. They're all there already, right? Is Mia still here? All right, and then we're going to read Dawn. Read a card for Dawn. I'm going to do a tone really fast to clear this throat energy, okay? Woo. There we go. A little tiny burp.
That was good.
I feel like third eye with that one. And Claire and Allie says claircognizance can be hard to trust. It's what I'm strongest at as an empath, and it's difficult to know if it's a random thought or not. But I'm getting better. Yeah, you just have to keep trusting yourself and trying. Hey, Neri, and just like that's why I love to do these live streams and do these readings, because I'll do them and I'll just say, and then you guys go, yeah, oh my God. Like Shauna's first reading, I said it felt like she was paddling upstream, and I did my arms like this, and she was floored because only a few days before she told her guide that she felt like she was paddling, and she did the paddling motions.
Yeah.
You're holding in your energy field, I can feel and see and know and reflect that back to you. And that's what you probably have in your own awareness. So the more that you just try out and speak to people that are willing to be in this experience with you, and just speak out what you hear or know, or just say, is this what I'm feeling this? Does that resonate? I always say, does that resonate? And that's an easy way to put out what you're seeing without putting it on anybody or telling them what to do or that that's what it is. Because anything that we do know or feel or hear for someone, it's all through our filter, right? It's always through our filter. That's why I guide you guys back to yourselves, because ultimately only you really know what's best for you. I'm not gifted with the blessing of the vision you have for yourself, just like you aren't for me. Nobody could have been Valtopia. Who would have ever dreamed up Valtopia and the weird shit that I do? I mean, nobody. It's only like weirdo, bold, creative, world-traveled, highly educated, interesting, nerdy girl that I am with this big voice and all these different frequency talents that it comes through like it is. And I had to be brave time again and feel isolated and not understand and keep saying things. Does that resonate? Does that resonate? And go and get over getting approval from anyone else but myself as the vision came into fruition. And it's still coming. I have so much more plans, and I speak about it, and it's coming in. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Happy Friday. So Dawn's happening. She's ready for the reading. And Shana, are you still good on time and being on video and everything? How you doing?
What's that?
Are you still good on time and being live on video? How are you feeling? I can close you off if you it.
Yeah, we can close me off.
Well, I loved having on and chatting with you and connecting with others. And well, I'll see you online, and I love you so much. And thank you so much for sharing your story so other people can be free too, you know?
Yes, thank you, Val.
I love you. All right, I'll let you free now. Okay. All right. Okay, so now it's Valtopia o'clock, and we're going to tune into Dawn, and we're going to clear this throat chakra. Dawn, are you ready? Did Mia disappear? I guess, I don't want to upset anybody when they feel like they can't afford it. No, Mia's great. She's coming back when she's ready. That's right. All right, so Dawn, let me know when you feel me tuning in. And if you're just tuning in, you want to go back and watch the replay. All right.
but I'm still feeling so much of that energy in my chest and throat here. So the cards coming up for you, Dawn, are forgiveness, read, and the root chakra. Do you feel grounded in your body? How is your connection into your root and lower chakras? I feel a lot of energy up here in your crown too, like you've got some wisdom waiting to come in when you do some forgiveness work and open your heart and trust what's coming through for you and feel really grounded and present with it. How does that resonate for you? You're welcome. My pleasure. And Allie, I'm going to do you if you want. Since you got the Abundance Awakening, thank you for all your testimonial. I really appreciate it. And is Veronica still here with her cute little ears? Who's still here on this Friday night? Dawn says not today. That doesn't resonate for you today? Is that what you're saying? Or what's not today? Okay, Allie. Dawn, tell me what you mean by not today. Sorry, I go forward in my thoughts and then I don't remember what I just said. It's so blurry on the screen. Is it super blurry for you guys? Maybe that's because the light is getting low. Let me turn on the light so it's a little brighter. There we go. So nice to be chilling on a Friday night with you guys. I love it. All right. Dawn says, okay, yes, thank you. Veronica's still here. Okay, cool. Shauna's enjoying the background now. I was like, I wonder if she's like ready to get off. She's not used to doing all this live stream. Oh, Dawn, you don't feel grounded. Okay. Veronica's just listening and enjoying. Okay, awesome. So who needs some help grounding and feeling grounded besides Dawn? Let's do that. I always love to do a good grounding. It's so good for everybody. Okay, Mia's back. All right, Mia, I'll pull a card for you. Thank you for joining. And you could sign up for the Abundance Awakening. Everybody could sign up for the Abundance Awakening if you don't feel like you can join the reboot right now. The price goes up every time, so if you can do it now, that would be awesome. You feel out of your body. Okay, Dawn, let's get you back into your body. Have you experienced some trauma or something that makes you feel like, I know for me, I just didn't know what that felt like to be in my body. And I realized that when I get stressed out or freaked out, I leave my body quickly and often. And I've learned to stay very present in my body and allow my consciousness to stream through without fear of retaliation or retribution. And that process is more deeply embodied every day that I do this work that I share with you guys, from free to paid. It's powerful, just like you saw with Shauna. So Veronica's ready to ground. All right, let's do this. You know what? I want to go get my crystal. Get your crystals and get your glass of water. Let's do some grounding here together. Yes, baby! All right, this is good stuff. And then I'm going to figure out what I'm doing this evening, whether I'm going to chill here at home and what's a good movie that I could watch that would get me into such a good vibe. I'm doing good vibes tonight. I'm working on my peaceful vibrations. What do we have here? Mia says, I'll pay for a reading and chakra thing. Oh yeah, I went to follow that link and it wouldn't let me actually. That's okay, I could pull a card for you, Mia. Thank you for interacting. It's my pleasure the first time when I connect with you guys. Yeah, check out the, oh, you want the attunement. Do the Abundance Awakening and then you get a special deal on that. And I would love to do that with you. And I have no kids this weekend, so I have lots of time. You woke up this way. Okay, Dawn, Veronica, everyone that's watching this, let's do some grounding. Mia, you too. So sit down or stand somewhere or lie down where you can interact with me, so you can tell me how you're doing, and also just feel yourself, let yourself feel connected to the ground and into your body. And I already feel energy running in my feet. Yeah, get your crystals and feel what it feels like to have the energy running in your feet. And I'm tuning in with each of you, and the grounding energy is running. So feel yourself just settling into all of your lower chakras. And Dawn, do you feel more connected into your lower chakras? Do you feel energy running in your feet? I love doing the grounding. What music do we have going here now? I'm just waiting for your guys' responses. And what, if you're feeling the energy running in your feet, and if you're feeling grounded into your body. One of my gifts is being able to assist you with that. You stood up to stand outside when you said you felt energy in your feet. I love it. The energy is running. I can feel the frequencies. Dawn can feel it. Okay, good. So that is you grounding and coming back into your body. You can do this whenever you need. And you can connect deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into the earth until you almost feel like you lock in. And then you can send everything that feels gross or whatever down into the earth, everything that you're letting go of, all the feelings of the day, anything. And then pull that energy up, back up into your heart. And enjoy yourself. Veronica says, thanks for the heart, Allie. I was just listening to Make Me a Believer. My energy skyrocketed. See, Veronica? Make me a believer. Believer. My kids love that. Yes. Well, here we are. Our energy is our choice, and we are connected on a soul level. We're all connected, and right now in this experience through the phone, we are connecting, and this is what it's like to come into the Valtopia sphere energetically. We're empaths. And we get to choose how to guide that empathy to be like a superpower rather than what it used to be for me, which was me taking on everybody's energy and feeling really put upon and trying to manage way more than I could and thinking I could never get anything done and feeling like a victim and all this stuff. I'm not there anymore. Now I feel like a super fucking boss bitch, and I love what I do, and I love the people I meet every day. And I feel so blessed with all of the awareness that for so long I felt really way too sensitive, and it was so hard for me to manage. It's not anymore. It's a beautiful blessing. And I feel like that's what it is for each of you guys that come through to me and say, Val, how do I do this? What am I doing? I'm here for you. Because it's fucking all kinds of fuck yeah once we get into this state of being where we do know how to ground. We do know how to move the energy around. We do know how to set our intentions. We do know how to guide our energy. We do know how to choose wealth, health, love, creation, instead of fear, agony, misery, and destruction. Right? Right? Who's ready to do all that? So if you're ready to really, like by Tuesday, be boss and shifted out of your past life, inner child energy, stuff that you've been holding on to in your subconscious and you didn't even realize, and letting that go and having a process of daily reboot where you can do this work on your own or move forward with me after you've gone through the experience and you've already manifested some more abundance. It's $444 for the reboot. We start tomorrow. It's an investment that will change your life, because you're going to have these materials to stick with you. You're going to have 3+, I'll probably hang around a couple extra days with me and Shada and the other amazing women that are in the group. And it's like a mind, body, spiritual reboot. It changed my life when this came through for me, and this is our 4th run of it. The other women that went through it have had profound changes in their lives and use the techniques. They don't go back to the way they were. And you don't tend to go back, even if you, a lot of my clients don't shift back even after the energetic shifts and they haven't had the mindset work. But we go a lot further and embody a lot more deeply when you do get to work with me one-on-one and work on some of the bad habits and tricky behaviors that you don't like to let go. Allie says being an empath is wonderful, and I hope all the other empaths who feel resentful of their abilities open up one day. I know, I go in some of these empath groups and it's just like, I can't even do it. There's so much negativity and playing up to all these problems, and it's like, dude, you're missing the whole point. Dawn needs to find who I am again. That's what we do in Valtopia. We find and remember who we are, Dawn. Can you join us in the reboot? That's what Shauna was, if you go back and watch the beginning of this video, that's exactly what she said has happened to her since she started working from the Abundance Awakening up through one-on-one with me. Shauna says it will change your life, no doubt. Yeah, there's something that happens when you clear the energy, come into resonance with my high frequency that I worked very hard to come up into, and the other people that are in the container with you. But mostly this feeling of doubt and worry, when you clear all that stuff and you get back to yourself, it's like, oh yeah, this is me. This is me. Allie says, I have compassion for them. I was there at one point. So was I. I have compassion, and I am coming and calling in the highest level visionary, creative messengers, leaders, because the work that I do is very powerful, and we can't unleash these frequencies on the wrong, those who aren't ready won't receive it in the right way. So, and that's why, you know, I know when I stream from my channel to a few places, the right people always come on. We always connect. You guys always say, I don't know how I found you, but I love you, and I can't believe it, and my life has changed so much, whether it's from the free stuff or all the way up. We're meant to find each other. We're meant to activate each other. We're meant to change things together, right? I like this blue light. You guys like it? Hey. Yes, do the replay. All right. Well, do we have anybody else that Allie, I didn't reach you yet, did I? Hey. Veronica, did you get your crystals? All right, let's do Allie. And let's do the Sacred Earth Oracle for Allie. I got to clear this throat chakra. Ready? It's a little strange because there's a lot of air on there from whoever has the tightness. Okay, Allie. I didn't even tune in. Yes. Look at this. You are shifting things at the core of you, your core issues. You have so much more clarity now. Good, Veronica. So listen to the new wisdom and inspiration that's coming through for you, and let yourself go into renewal and live and be this shift. You're doing amazing, Allie. You're doing amazing. Look at these gorgeous cards. Aren't they fabulous? Thank you, Veronica. So, that was a good read, Allie. Okay. All right. Does anybody else want a reading? And if you know anybody that wants to come in the reboot, if you're coming in the reboot, you got to do tonight. Allie got the chills. There we go. We just cleared that energy. Yay. I'm going to see if there's any other little groups I can connect with. I think that's Shauna. I feel like I met you in another group, and I feel like I'm being called to do that group tonight. I'm allowing exactly what it is. You know, whoever's meant to be in this reboot already is, and by tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, you'll have time all the way till then to sign up. Although I don't know, my team might have it locked down on after midnight. Sign up, and the next person that signs up gets a 20-minute virtual tune-in from me. That alone is worth almost $200, and that's a gift. So Shauna says, yeah, maybe. Yeah, they are gorgeous cards. Yes, Veronica, I'd love to pull a card for you. I feel like for you, I'm going to pull from the, oh my gosh, please don't knock your paintings over, Val. That's because I'm leaning back here. Naughty. It's funny, my paintings are so precious and I'm kind of sort of rough with everything. I'm a little rough. That's why I'm good at what I do. We get right to the point. And that's the thing about working with me. I'll tell you what I see, and it's usually real fast. Shauna knows. I'll take pictures of your text and circle what's on there and send it back to you and say, what do you see there? And you get to feel it. So Veronica, let me know when you feel me tuning in. Veronica, I just saw this like expansive energy from your heart chakra, and I saw you like with your arms wide open, just looking up at the heavens like, oh, here I am. Veronica says, wowzers, it was coming down. You felt me tune in? Shauna says, yup. I love it. So, grace, Veronica. When I open to the deep source of grace, the flow of my life feels effortless and vibrant. When we surrender to the power within that we are ultimately connected to, things happen. When we're contracted to shut it off, and I don't know, and I'm not sure, and what if, and how am I going to do, you closing yourself off to the inspiration and love and life force within you. And grace is that surrender to yourself and the all that is. Enlightenment power. I am a woman choosing the power of my own consciousness as a vehicle for my growth. You are choosing. You're absolutely choosing, and it is about choice. And you're choosing your soul's truth, Veronica. I listen to my soul's simple truth and allow my life to fold naturally. Do you feel that? Yay. This is fun. I've had a good time. Yay. So, is anybody else here that would love, and Veronica, did you hear about the reboot? Are you going to join us? Surrender, that is going on, following the heart. Yes, yes, I saw that in your, in the vision of you. I could see your heart just open and a lot of energy radiating out from your heart. Beautiful. Okay. I'd love for you to join us in the reboot. I'm just looking down here. Oh, I hope I wasn't missing anybody in the, oh no, that's good. Okay, the watch party. So, Veronica's got chills. Well, come and join us in the reboot and experience chills all the way to Tuesday when you'll be a new woman, honey. You will feel so grounded and present, and you will have released all your past life, not all of your, but many layers of your past life attachment, emotions you didn't even know you're still pulling on. Danielle's like, you're still alive. I know. How long have I been on tonight? I feel like we should go. I know. I do these long live streams. That's why I'm always like, I always save it up for when I'm fully ready so that I can actually do it. Danielle, thank you. Danielle did the Abundance Awakening. She could tell her experience of it. And, like Danielle, Shauna said she didn't know if anything was happening with it till about 4 days after. So, all right, you guys. I'm such a goof. Let's be careful here with these paintings. Oh my gosh. I guess I need to wrap it up so I can lean myself back and be comfortable. So, thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Hey, Barbara. There's my Aunt Barbara. I love you. I know sometimes people come on these things because they accidentally click it, Do you ever do that? And you're like, no, I don't want to be on the live. Okay. So, we did a little bit of summer solstice reading. I'm going to pull one more read from the diagnostic deck for the whole collective about what this summer solstice means to us energetically, where we are right now. Let's just see what comes forth from my favorite deck, my Cosmic Tribe Tarot. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. How are you? Oh, you were already here. I'm like, welcome, and you were already here. Much love to you guys. Here, let me see. See, I'm already getting loopy after being on too long. Let's see what comes through from the, there it is. That's all we need. The Prince of Cups, dreamer. Follow your dreams. Align to your highest sense of being and your desires. Let them guide you. Can't go wrong. They're yours to believe in and be. Right, Shauna? Right, everybody? Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you. Own your frequency. There's nobody like you. And I hope to see some of you in the reboot. If not this time, then next time. Or signing up for the Abundance Awakening, joining me in my free group Valtopia. Like my business page. Share the stream. Whatever comes to you to support your sense of taking action for yourself tonight and feeling like you get to come more and more into your dreamy, delicious state of being every day. All right? Thank you. Bye, honey.